there. We want to show Sage's litter of puppies to you again. They're just growing great. These little guys are 3.5 weeks old. They'll be 4 weeks on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. It's the day before Thanksgiving. And we're just going to show these guys to you. Most of them just had their little fun playing, and most have crashed except for Orange here. He's holding out. He's our only little guy awake, but I don't think he's going to make it much longer. There he goes. They're all growing really well. Sage is doing a really good job of taking care of this big of a litter of puppies. That is no small task for Mama. We did not have to do any bottle feeding. She did great. Their teeth are coming through now, and she's much less sure that she wants to feed them now, which is a very typical thing. Once those teeth come through at about 3 weeks, that's when you start transitioning into the weaning process. We take the weaning really slow to where they really are being weaned clear from 3 weeks to 7 weeks. That we're, working it pretty slow. That's beneficial for Mom so that she doesn't get mastitis. It's also beneficial for puppies, to continue to have a little bit of nursing going on. That's good for their growth and their nutrition and helps to transition them to eating solid foods a little more gradually. So all of that is good. These guys have learned to drink water out of a bowl, to just lap water. They've also eaten a little bit of soggy kibble that we soften for them and make real soggy. Pretty quick here, they'll be starting into their meat. We always start them on the kibble first because they actually love the meat so much that unless we've established the kibble with them and their taste, then they will refuse to eat kibble. So pretty quick here, we'll be starting them into some raw meat. That is just really, really good for their nutrition. It's the natural diet of a dog, and so it's really, really great for them. We've done a lot of research on it, and if any of you are interested in learning more, we can share our experience and what we have found and what we have learned. Interesting, Light Purple, she's asleep right over here. She started out not only the smallest puppy of this litter, but actually the smallest puppy we have ever had be born. She was in the 9-ounce range, which is just really, really little. We've never had a puppy be that small. This whole litter was smaller at their birth weight just because there's so many of them. That really big litters like this, the puppies are individually smaller, but she was just so tiny. But she is a go-getter. That sweet little girl has passed up most of the litter now. She is number 3. There's only 2 puppies in this litter bigger than her. Probably by next week, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she's the biggest pup of the litter. So definitely not a runt. She started small, but she's growing well. Not a runt there. They're all doing really good. They're several times their birth weight at this point at 3.5 weeks. So doing great. And now that they are going to start eating food rather than just nursing, we're going to really see their growth take off because we'll give them unlimited amounts of food. They'll have constant supply to food, and so we're going to see their growth really start to take off now that they're going to start eating. They're all doing good. Like I said, growing good. Their coats are beautiful. I love the deep color that this litter has. And there are a lot of fun personalities. We're starting to see a little bit of personalities come out of each puppy. Starting to see their individual temperament and personality, and that's kind of fun to observe. And here we go. One of them moves, and the whole file starts to wiggle. They might wake up and play for you. Dark Purple, the little puppy that lost a toe in the whelping accident. She is healed up so great. The vets looked at her, no concerns there. He's not at all concerned about her. And in just a sec here, we'll show you a close-up of that toe so that you can see how well it's healed up. Their tails are healing up real good too. A lot of them have lost the stitch in the end. A few still have it. That's not a concern. The stitch is actually in the scab, and so it's just a matter of how long it takes that scab to fall off. And when the scab comes, the stitch comes off with it. So there's a few that still have the stitch and a few that have lost the stitch. They are very active. They're running and walking really well. We're very, very, very pleased with this litter. They're doing fabulous. We're happy with their growth in spite of how many of them there were. We're happy with their physical characteristics. I think they're going to be just absolutely beautiful dogs, and they really do have some fun personalities starting to shine through. So I'm going to see if I can sit these two little squirts down and grab Dark Purple and just show you her toe. She's kind of in the bottom here, so we might start opening up a can of worms when we grab her. Sorry, Green, I'm going to steal your pillow. I'm going to steal your pillow. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, did you open your eyes? Did you open your eyes? You're such a beautiful girl. So beautiful. Can we show them your toe? Can we show them your toe? So right here, this is her back left paw, and it's the left toe, the outside toe, that was lost in that whelping accident. You can see how well it's healing. She needs her toenails trimmed. Yes, you do. But you can see how well it's healing. There's just the tiniest little bit of a scab left there. And she's healing really well. While we've got her on her back, I'm going to show you her markings. You can see hers is still showing up quite a bit there. She's going to have that fun marking. And if you can see there in her mouth, can we show them your teeth, big girl? I can get my big fingers out of the way. I don't know if you can see those sharp teeth starting to come through. They are just razor sharp. They are it's like a mouthful of needles. That's why they get to this age and the mama dogs start saying, okay, time for you to eat something else. Huh, Mama's just not sure she wants to feed you anymore. I know. Rude, I know. Anyway, we're just thrilled with them. So happy. You can, watch their videos and look at their pictures and just see how sweet and adorable they are, and Mom's doing great as well.